formation.
This sound would easily make most civilians run for cover or freeze in panic. But here at the training camp of the KDF 4th Brigade in Isiolo, the ricochet of bullets is almost normal. Colonel Joel K. Maiyo, the deputy brigade commander here, oversees the training and is keen to ensure that his troops mature in all areas of their life, not just in war.
As part of our training, that we train you on financial management. And one of it is to save in the muhimu, and that's why we saw it at Defense Circle. Representatives wa kuja.
Mapigo yao ni kali wakati wa mapigo.
For the Colonel and Kimeli Arab Kimei, an editor at the Raw Media Services, this is a reunion of sorts because they met in Somalia during the initial days of Operation Linda Inchi, when Al-Shabaab were in full control of the region.
Most of the challenges we faced during Linda Inchi is how to deal with that enemy who don't actually attack you directly, but basically employs unconventional tactics such as laying of IEDs and ambushes. But the most challenging moment is when you cannot identify the civilian from the enemy.
And whilst they are both glad to be alive so as to reflect on what Somalia was like both for the soldier and the embedded journalist, they're also cognizant of the fact that many did not return alive.
Hiyo usiku kulifanyika mapigano kali sana kati yetu na adui. Na hapo ndio nilipoteza ofisa yangu wawili. Mungu amlase roho yao peponi. Huyo mmoja alikuwa ni Second Lieutenant Okoyo na Lieutenant Webi, na waliaga dunia.
4th April 2012 is a day that will be forever etched in the mind of Colonel Maiyo. It was then that the Battle of Hosingow took place, as over 1,000 Al-Shabaab fighters attacked a KDF camp in a battle that lasted 11 hours. And when the guns finally went silent, 300 militants lay dead with not a single soul lost on the KDF side. Colonel Maiyo was the man in charge of that operation that could easily have gone terribly wrong.
The Al-Shabaab mounted attack on our defensive position. They came actually from 3 different directions. They surrounded the defensive position. And of course, they deployed very serious weapon systems. The attack was highly coordinated because they were actually like a football match, because they were coordinating series of attacks using the whistle. The whistle, like the referee whistle. So you could hear the team which was in the east blowing a whistle. The other 2 teams will become silent while that team mounts an attack. And in each sector, they had deployed a series of 8 waves. The first wave composed of, trainees, but the last wave composed of, seasoned fighters.
And by midday, the soldiers started running out of ammunition as the militants advanced towards the camp. Maiyo asked for air support from the Kenya Air Force.
The first to arrive was the jet fighters from Laikipia Air Base. The first one being flown by the current Air Force commander, and he arrived at the moment to decimate the enemy, who are actually moving in large numbers. Therefore, that was a game changer. The arrival of the air support came in at the right time.
In reflection, the colonel believes that a war is won with more than just weapons. And support for the community is essential for long-lasting stability after a conflict.
Huwa tunasaidia wananchi kujenga shule, kujimba maji, vile vile kusaidia hao upande wa chakula. Unajua huko imekauka sana. So normally tunakaa na hao wananchi na hiyo ndio kitu imetusaidia. Ukitaka kushinda hiyo vita, lazima ulete wananchi kwa upande yako. Because hao ndio watakupatia hiyo ripoti ya adui mahali wako. Hao ndio watakupatia ile support unahitaji.
Maiyo is now busy preparing the next generation of soldiers, and with the experience under his belt and lessons learned, he believes that Kenya is on the right path to protecting its borders against all enemies. Wahiga Mwaura, Citizen TV.